I remember the day they announced the name and the Phantom Menace hit the airwaves and everybody went, "Yeah."
What does that mean?
What the fuck does that mean?
Starting Friday, thousands of theaters around the country began showing a new 2-minute trailer for what can possibly be described as the most eagerly awaited new movie of the decade.
2 words, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars!
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Movie fans lined up
Just to see the trailer.
The Hollywood Reporter says that LA's Mann's Chinese Theater attendance shot up 1,100% the night they ran a sneak preview of this Star Wars trailer.
I think I might leave after the trailer, though. I don't know.
You actually paid to go in to see a movie just to see the trailer, and then you left?
Yes, because it's an awesome 2.5 minutes.
That was incredible. There was nothing, ever, anything like that.
Oh my God! I welled up. I mean, I haven't welled up in years.
I just had a heart attack.
I think God must be ashamed as a creator. Once he saw the preview for this movie and realized he hasn't made something this good.
This is going to be something I'll remember and tell my children. It's wonderful. I know, I sound crazy.
It was like a Beatles concert. It was like when Obi-Wan Kenobi meet Anakin Skywalker, and you thought like the world was going to end. Like, my God, if the world ends, I hope I'm still alive by May 19th to see this, because I can't believe this is going to happen.
There was never anything more hyped up than Episode 1.
No.
In the history of
Even Jesus was less hyped.
You just may have noticed that Star Wars, the latest episode, opens nationally at midnight tonight.
Some 2.2 million Americans from New York to LA are expected to skip work today just to be among the first viewers of the new Star Wars prequel.
Steve, we're here outside Mann's Chinese Theater, and people are revved up.
I've come all the way from Australia and lining up here for 1,000 hours.
I'm here from London.
We're from Switzerland.
Came here from Poland.
This is like a historical event for this generation.
What are you going to do if the movie really sucks?
Probably see it again.
I can't see any way that it could suck.
There's just no way the movie could suck. Don't see that.
There is no way it's going to suck.
Well, it could suck.
It could not suck.
It could suck.
How could it suck?
Once the opening scroll starts, I'm going to be in ecstasy.
There's going to be people crying here, you know?
53 minutes and counting until the Phantom Menace.
Star Wars! We're going to see Star Wars!
I was there, like everybody else was, in May of '99, waiting in line, you know, lightsaber in hand, midnight show.
I saw that movie in San Francisco with ILM.
I was seeing it in a place in Madison, Wisconsin called the Orpheum. It was a huge, huge theater. It had 1,700 seats, I believe, and it was absolutely full.
Everybody's in there. The air is electric.
They're practically, throwing their hats in the air, jumping up and down. People are just crazy with excitement.
And then the lights went down and everybody cheered, and the previews came on and they booed, and the Lucasfilm logo came up and everybody cheered again.
The hair stands up on your neck as soon as you see a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. As soon as it comes up on the screen.
The opening scroll, and everyone's freaking out.
And it's like, this is incredible. I mean, whoever thought this day was going to come?
And that was one of the great moments of anybody's movie-going life.
Then the movie starts.
Already I knew. It's like just the language of the crawl was wrong. It just didn't feel right. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to stay with it, you know?
It went from this glow up here in your heart, and then it descended, and then it went down, and then it just sat here, right?
And I just remember, thinking, oh my God, is it really this, is it actually this bad?
It just felt like being slapped in the face with a wet fish.
It was like, what? This could suck?
I'm starting to deflate a little bit, but, I'm still with Star Wars. It's going to, okay, Jedi, it's not great, but, whatever, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
What I was used to seeing, from watching the originals in theaters were people cheering, there's big applause moments, big laughs. This was literally an almost like silent screening.
Maybe it was something different. Maybe we didn't see that. Maybe this is a Star Wars film that we need to watch again.
That was the first time in my life that a movie has ever properly disappointed me and gutted me to the point where I had to lie about my feelings to save face.
I mean, I even remember interviews on the local news, and they're all saying, yeah, but we're going back again tomorrow. There was still a hope, and I don't think it really sunk in for everybody. until they saw it that second time. Because everybody saw it a second time. We all saw it again.
Did I wait 4 days in the rain, peeing into my own hand and drinking it to get Phantom Menace tickets for the 3rd time? Yes, I did.
It's like abuse victims returning to this site of their abuse and in order to conquer it somehow.
I went to over and over, but not like having fun, but more like just trying to convince myself that I was having fun.
I saw Phantom Menace in the theater 13 times. Part of that was me not being able to see a Star Wars film for 17 years. Part of it was coming to terms with what it was.
Just sitting there the second time through it and just realizing it's not growing on me. That was a bummer, dude. That was a fucking bummer.
He had a beautiful balloon, Star Wars balloon, and everyone loves a balloon. And then he brings Jar Jar Binks along, which is a big needle, and just pops that balloon.
Not now, woohoo! Jar Jar Binks. What kind of a name is that for a space freak?
You are a crazy-ass son of a bitch. You are a no-good bastard. You are full of bullshit. You can pick her up and kiss my ass goodbye. Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks.
Squeeze me. Squeeze me.
You are a crazy jackass.
He doesn't like you.
You
That's
are a
okay.
stupid asshole.
Nobody likes him.
You are an evil asshole. You are a stupid low-life fool.
How's it feel, Jar Jar?
Jar Jar Binks.
You want to dance now?
Jar Jar Binks.
In A New Hope, you have this very organic flow of humor going through all the characters, more or less. And here, they're all like a bunch of poker face gits. And the person who's supposed to be funny is the least funny thing in the history of least funny things.
It's a cartoon character invading this world that I was taking seriously, up to that point.
My heart sank when he started talking. I was like, oh, it's that kind of movie.
But that one shot in episode 2 where Jar Jar first comes in, has that little meeting with, Anakin and everyone, and then he comes in, he looks at the camera and kind of smiles. As if to say, hey, I'm still around, guys. I know you hate me, but I'm not going anywhere. Like, what are you trying to do? Are you actually trying to antagonize us?
I think people your age hate Jar Jar Binks because he's one of the new characters. He is one of the new characters, actually.
What do you guys think of Jar Jar?
Jar Jar Binks, yeah.
I think he's really funny. I also like the name.
Does your dad disagree with you?
See?
I don't like him as much as you.
You have sweeter taste, I think, when you're a child, don't you? You have more saccharine kind of outlook on life. But so maybe Jar Jar is a work of genius. Who knows?
You weren't there at the beginning. You don't know how good it was, how important. This is it for you. This jumped-up firework display of a toy advert. People like you make me sick. What's wrong with you?
My friend who has a 7-year-old son, he loves Star Wars, but to him, it's all Star Wars, Episodes 1 through 6, plus the Clone Wars, plus the video games. Whatever Lucas was doing right by us, kind of seems like he's still doing right by kids today.
Which one do you like of the film?
Me? I like that one.
Yeah.
But the films can't fight each other, can they?
He is purposefully condescending because he's making these movies for kids. He's said that numerous times. Yes. George has said, these movies are for children. I make them for children. Well, maybe. And when we love the original trilogy, we were children.
Is the onus on George or on us? Should we as adults be understanding of what he's doing as a filmmaker, or should he have made films for an aging audience that enjoyed the first?
I think that saying that it's made for kids and that I could, that's why I couldn't get it is bullshit.
Yeah, it's hard to tell whether he genuinely believes that or he just got caught with his pants down and needed a rationale for it.
If he was making it for kids, do kids really care about trade federation and tariffs and taxes and Senate meetings and blah, 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 blah?
I was trying to explain to my 5-year-old son, the trade embargo, blah, 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 blah.
And you just lose him.
Yeah.
One word summarizes everything
that was wrong and how he took a big FU to the entire fan base. Metachlorians.